Okay, so here's the question. Do you create for the viewer or the algorithm? You know, there is so much stuff out there on YouTube, and I see videos that just say one thing or the other, and they're blowing up and they're doing really well. And then I'll see videos that totally contradict what the others are saying, and they're blowing up too. And then, of course, I see plenty of videos that are not. But, you know, I don't know. I think it depends on the audience you're trying to serve and attract. You can probably do both, but is that really what you want to do? And is intentionally trying to serve both the algorithm and the viewer, man, is that going to allow you to create the videos you want to create? So, you know, my thing is, I'm not trying to attract the 20-somethings. I mean, I'm clearly way over 40 and way over 50. So I'm wondering if there's an audience out there of people that, you know, that want to see honesty and transparency and vulnerability and all that stuff. And I think there is, because I'm starting to see this trend, and it's an encouraging trend, I think, of people literally posting their knowledge on the platform, you know, on YouTube, and they're just talking to an audience, you know, and they're trying to bring value, and I think that's encouraging. So the first point is, can you serve both the viewer and the algorithm, and is that something you even want to do? I think you should pick one or the other. The second point would be, everybody is saying that you have to define your niche, and I get that. And so I guess if I were to define my niche, I would say, because I've been kind of a creative coach and I've been a producer in the music industry for 35 years, I serve creators. I try to help creators make that glorious thing in their head and get it out in a way that is actually better than they ever thought it could be, and help that thing resonate with other people, whatever it is. It's been mainly music for years, but now I find myself helping people do everything from, you know, tell their story, to write, to create music, to whatever it is. So I guess my niche would be that I serve creators, but I don't serve 20-something digital flashy influencer creatives. I serve more classic creators, those who lean more towards the art world in whatever they do, writing books or making music or telling stories in some form or creating videos or film or whatever. I do that. I call that slow creativity. And I guess that's the niche that I serve. I try to help those people create that kind of, for lack of a better word, content. So yeah, is there an audience for that on YouTube? Man, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna find out here. So I've got a third point here, and that is about being transparent and honest. I mentioned this a minute ago, but I'm seeing people in their channels on YouTube simply do this. They're being honest. They're talking about the knowledge and skill that they possess, and how to help others along who are trying to do the same thing. That's what I want to do. Is there an audience for that, man? I don't know, but we're gonna see. But I think being transparent and honest is a big part of that. That's a trend I'm seeing on YouTube, and man, I say go. Let's do more of it. Fourth point here. So what results are you after on YouTube? Because man, this can be really discouraging. I don't even call myself a YouTuber, but I'm just kind of, you know, I'm trying my hand at this, and it's really hard. I'll have a week where I'm encouraged, and then I'll have a week where it looks like I'm done, like I've fallen off the planet. It's just so crazy. So I want to try to stay with it. I want to be consistent. I want to try to keep the rules here, but man, there's so many of them, frankly, that I think if you consider yourself any kind of a creator that, you know, likes to think and dream and do stuff, man, it really keeps you in a box. So like I said, I'm going to try to serve the viewer, but I think that if I'm simply trying to do this to get a bunch of subscribes and views, that's nice. But if I'm doing what I'm doing solely for that, I think it's just going to make me miserable. So I think my intent is to is to try to create value, provide value for other creators, like I just mentioned. And, you know, maybe too, I sell products, I've got things that I do and content that I've provided and created for these people through the years to help them do what they do. So yeah, I would love to do that. I'd love to sell products that can help those creators. And at the end of the day, I guess I want to see if there can be an audience of people that, you know, are the more classic type of creators, the what I call the slow creators, and you know, if we can build a community and go back and forth and help each other and provide value and all of that. That's my fourth point. So I guess in closing, you know what, I'm sure you can serve both the viewer and the algorithm, but like I said a few minutes ago, is that what you want to do? Is that gonna allow you to create the type of videos or content or art that you really want to make? And if not, I would say serve the viewer. I think you might need to pick one or the other. And so, you know what, I'm gonna bet on the viewer, and I'm gonna hope that I can provide some stuff that will attract people that might, you know, get something out of it, and therefore they'll watch and subscribe. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks.